Hey everybody, it's Rebecca Gordon with Gordon Marketing. And what I've decided to do is create a question and answer on the Healthshare Ministry. So if you're watching this video, chances are you've received some of my YouTube videos or email blasts promoting Healthshare Ministries for this open enrollment. And we have done at least 20 to 30 seminars, and we do a webinar every Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern, training and certifying agents for one particular Healthshare Ministry. But I constantly am getting questions. Some questions are being repeated, some are brand new questions, which I love because this is like an onion. An onion has lots of layers. And I like the product, and as I get questions, I know chances are you're going to have the same question. So these next couple videos are all the most common questions that I'm getting from agents from all across the US, and I bet they will be of a big value to you. So I've got my list here. We're going to get started. What can I call them? That's the best question. It's my favorite. Can I call them major medical? Can I call it health insurance? No, this is not insurance. You can call them a Healthshare Ministry health plan. They are that, a Healthshare health plan, but it is not major medical. If you go on and you Google Healthshare Ministries, you'll see that there's really 5 dominant players in the market. There's 2 that are working with agents. The other 3 are just working off referrals, and no one else should be allowed into the market. That's what all the literature tells us. They have been exempt by the government, so there is no penalty. That's why they're so exciting and so new, this open enrollment, because right now we're looking at 40 to 60% rate increases, and a ton of ACA carriers are out. They're announcing every day that they will be off exchange, but not on exchange. And on exchange is all the subsidized folks. So if the carrier is staying in the market, they're not touching the subsidized folks anymore. They only want the off exchange. So as we get into marketing and promoting these plans, what can we say? What can't we say? You can call them a Healthshare Ministry health plan. So that's a great question. Do I have to be licensed? Yes, you have to be licensed through us. You have to have an agent's license for your resident state, but you don't have to be licensed in all the other states that you might sell in. So I don't need any non-residence license. I just need you to fill out an agreement with us. You will be paid directly by Altrua, which is the Healthshare Ministry that we are backing right now. All commissions will come from them, but you do have to be a licensed agent. Now, you can enroll clients in this plan in all 50 states. And I know that's a correction for some other videos, but I was misinformed a little bit. So all 50 states you can take this product to, which is fantastic, because once your clients start enrolling, you'll notice the referral sources that will fall. But you do have to be licensed in your own resident state, and we do require that you have E&O. And I like this. The right agent will always have E&O right off the cuff. So when we look at something completely different in this market, like a Healthshare Ministry, that's paying a commission that can be sold all year long. We could have some people who might not protect this group as much as we will protect it, okay? We might have some agents who are looking to just maybe make some money, which is fine, but this isn't the product for them, and I certainly don't want them representing any type of a plan. That is why you have to have E&O. The right agent always has E&O. I believe that. That's our stance. You have to have E&O. Now, you might say, well, will my E&O cover a Healthshare Ministry? My gut on that is probably not. So you're saying, well, what the heck? So when I called our E&O carrier, I've had other agents call their E&Os. I've had extensive conversations with our underwriters. Healthshare Ministries are just too new. They're too unique. They don't feel comfortable. That's fine. Altrua, the company that we are supporting, they do have an E&O plan. It's with Lloyd's of London. It's $15 a month. You can enroll directly with them for that plan. Now you have E&O. I respect all agencies that say, look, I'm not touching this unless my E&O covers it. I'm right there with you. I'm always going to have a safety net for myself as well. So we have you covered. That's very important to us. It's very important to Altrua that you have an E&O that will cover. Now, if you're comfortable and you say, look, everything that I show my client says this is not insurance, this is a Healthshare Ministry, I feel very comfortable with that, that's fine too. But I have to have a copy of your E&O on file. That just tells me that pretty much in my book, you're the right type of partner. So to answer that question, you have to have E&O. Do I have to have a non-residence license in all states? Nope. I said that earlier. You just have to be licensed in your resident state, but you can enroll people in all 50 states. Are these plans approved by the government? Yes. It still baffles me. It absolutely baffles me that we have all the controversy swirling around short terms and whether short term will stay a viable plan in the market or how long you could have a short term. And Healthshare Ministries are an exempt plan from the penalty. Who knew? I like these plans. I like these plans a lot. They are absolutely exempt. So anybody that you enroll into a Healthshare Ministry will not be subject to the penalty, which is fantastic. They haven't announced the penalty for 2017 as of yet. Today is September 1st, but we know it's going up. I think last year was $695 per adult, so it's getting heftier. So if you can enroll your client into something that is going to be way more affordable, give them great benefits that they understand, then it's a slam dunk. Are they underwritten? Yes. The plan that we are supporting is 100% underwritten. There are some health sharers that are guaranteed issue. That's awesome. But as a licensed agent myself who's been in this market for over 20 years, you know, if somebody was to say, Rebecca, do you think Obamacare has worked? My first question would be, well, it depends on who the client is. Because if you're broke, it probably could work out really well. But if you work and you make any type of income at all, no, it doesn't work. Why? Because it's guaranteed issue. You cannot have a platform where rates are fixed and everybody is guaranteed in. Everybody's in. It doesn't matter if you eat 5 boxes of Twinkies, you're smoking 30 packs of cigarettes, you don't move except to go to the bathroom from the couch. You can't have a pool like that. It goes sour. So why do we see 40 to 60% rate increases? Why are all these carriers getting out of the market? 2 words, guaranteed issue. So for me, I want an alternative that is set up better because that's going to have longevity. That's going to protect my clients. My clients are already so screwed up as to what's going on, who's in the market, what can I do? Holy cow, these rate increases are unbelievable. I don't need to keep exercising that. I don't need to keep having that same conversation. That doesn't increase my book of business. That doesn't help me. So yes, the Altrua Healthshare is 100% underwritten. This plan is not for everybody. That's fine. I don't think ACA is for everybody. This plan is not for everybody. But for those folks who can qualify, it's awesome. Think back to the way major medical used to be ran. And yeah, we had problems with that, the pre-existing conditions and all this, but you had to stand on your own 2 feet. Deductibles were lower, we stood on our own 2 feet, and prices were, they were manageable. Our premiums were manageable. And as soon as we go into Obamacare and we put everybody into this pool, what they found was the sickest of the sickest are jumping in the pool so that they can get all this treatment done, and it soured it for everybody. So Altrua is going to focus a lot on preventive care. They're looking for the healthy folks. They're looking for people who really place a value, very much like-minded people. So yeah, it's not going to be for everybody, and that's fine. Very few insurance products will cover everybody. In fact, none of them cover everybody. That's why you typically have a couple different plans or carriers in your arsenal, because this one will work best with that, this one will work best with that. Absolutely, it's underwritten. I'm glad it's underwritten. I don't need any more exercise at all with the guaranteed issue market. It doesn't work. That is why we are experiencing this massive implosion right now with Obamacare. It doesn't work. So yeah, completely underwritten. Do they check MIB or the RX bank? Actually, they don't. You know, with old-fashioned major medical, when I would submit an application, they would always check MIB. You know, the application said no to all the health questions, and we were getting some MIB hits. You know, maybe someone's lying, we're finding out some other stuff, there could be some risk we're not into. Same with the RX bank. If the application says all no, but I'm seeing a bunch of diabetic hits in the RX bank, it's going to raise a red flag. At this point, they don't use MIB or RX. That's not to say that they won't in the future, but they do not use those right now. That's been a frequent questions that I get from a lot of agents. Are the contributions tax deductible? So the thing that you have to keep in mind with major medical and Healthshare Ministries, two different columns, two different sets of words, right? So in major medical, we use certain words. We use like premium and claims, and we use, I'm messing up my words with over here, PPO, basic standard words, deductible, coinsurance. Those are major medical words. Over here, we have Healthshare Ministry, different lingo. And each Healthshare Ministry will have different lingo. So with Altrua has words like MRA, which could be another name for a deductible. But they call premiums, we call it a contribution. So the question is, are my contributions tax deductible? No, they are not tax deductible. However, all Healthshare Ministries will have separate ministries set up to help people, right? People who might be struggling with this or that. And if people choose to make an additional contribution, which now is kind of becoming a donation above what their set contribution is, that is tax deductible. So let's say that my monthly contribution is $300 a month. But let's say I've had a really great year, I feel really blessed, and I decide that I want to maybe give an additional $300. They can put that in their ministry to help other people. That $300 is tax deductible. So that's a great question. Where do I send my contributions? You know, what I like about Altrua, and what this next slide is going to show, is the complete circle and cycle that a consumer will experience. And it looks, it tastes, it feels a lot like old-fashioned major medical. That's really what attracted me to this plan and to this Healthshare Ministry, is the similarities between the two. And you know, I've grown up in a major medical lifestyle my whole life. I know this stuff inside and out. So when I start to look at something completely different in theory, I can follow it better because of how it is set up. So I get a bill once a month, or it's automatically drafted out of my checking account, my contribution. And then that money goes into an escrow account. And then all claims or needs, which is what we call them, needs, they pull the money out of this escrow account, and then they pay the provider directly. So I want you to really pay attention to this slide. We're going to hold it up here a little bit longer because it goes through the entire cycle. You're getting a request, you pay your contribution money goes into escrow. If I have a need come up, which would be known as a claim, I have to pre-authorize, and then it will pay out according to the guidelines, and then they pull money out of my escrow account, they pay the provider directly. I'm not cutting any checks to anyone. I don't want to get into the claims or needs paying business. That's not my strength. They pay directly, just like a major medical would. They're going to send me an explanation of sharing. It's called an EOS, just like an EOB. And basically, I get a sheet of paper, and it says that Rebecca went to the doctor at this day. This is my 5-digit code. This is the suggested price. This is the price with the network, right? So they all use PPOs. huge believers in repricing, negotiating discounts, and this is how my plan shared and whether or not I owe anything. Then you would get an EOS, you're done. So the whole cycle is very seamless. I get a bill, my contribution goes into an escrow account. I'm not cutting any checks. I'm not seeing what other people's needs are, right? My need is not being posted anywhere. I don't want people to know what's going on with my health. If I want you to know, I'll tell you. So when it comes to any type of health benefits to me, I want it to be very seamless. I want to feel like my privacy is being protected, and it moves smoothly, very similar to a system I've been very used to. I'm going to take a break. Go look for video 2, question and answer, most commonly asked question and answers on the Healthshare. Get a drink, come back, I've got more stuff.